Today, we're going to replace the servo on our grinder rocket ship. First, we need to unplug the grinder servo on the left side of the playfield. Next, we want the machine resting on the service rails. After doing these two steps, we can get to removing this screw from the standoff here with our number 2 Phillips screwdriver. Be careful not to drop the spacer that is in there. With that removed, we can lift and rotate this piece of plastic here for the time being. Now we will remove these 2 screws to allow us to remove this plastic ball block. Now with the ball block removed, we can now access the gear servo, and the set screw. With a 90-degree number 2 Phillips screwdriver, we're going to remove the servo screw in between these 2 nuts here. With that loose and removed, the servo screw is still sitting in there, so we want to go back and remove the 4 screws that hold the servo in place on the back side of the grinder. Easiest way to do that is with a short number 2 screwdriver. You should notice the servo starting to get loose, and slide the plastic to the far side so the last screw can be removed. Now with that free, reach in and wiggle these 2 apart. Make sure not to lose the servo set screw. Now with our new servo, we're going to take the gear inside here and line it up with our mech here, gear to gear. Then we will take the servo and set it in place. Once in place, we're going to marry the 2 together at the same time. Once the 2 are together, you can tighten the servo set screw. With everything tight in the front, we're going to go ahead and replace the 4 back servo screws. Snug them into place using a short number 2 screwdriver. They can be stripped easily, so be sure not to over tighten them. For the last screw, rotate the plastic out of the way and you should be able to install it. Now with our 4 back screws tightened down, we're going to take our servo cable and fish it down through the hole and pull, tucking it in as you go. With everything tightened here, the 4 screws in the back are tight and our cable is run down through the playfield hole. We're going to put the first shield back on. Realign the ball block with the holes and make sure the angled piece is to the outside. Then install the bottom screw using a number 2 screwdriver. Be sure not to over tighten because this could cause the plastic to crack. Once the bottom screw is in place, go back and install the top screw. Next, we're going to go back and put the plastic back into its original position. Then we will take the spacer and screw, line it up with the holes, and tighten the screw in place. Be sure to go back and tighten the other screw in the plastic we loosened at the beginning. Lastly, go to the underside and plug the servo back in, making sure to match the wire colors up as you do so. Grinder servo replacement complete.